All right, y'all, we're gonna get into this video. Kevin Samuels is alive. I don't really know what to expect, guys. Shout out to Conscious X who made this video. So let's get into it. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified when I upload on my channel. DM me lit videos to react to, and tell a friend to their angel mama, to their uncle Joey Stilo. Let's get right into the video, man. Let's get it.
What's up, everyone? I hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is going to be about Kevin Samuels because he faked his death. And there is so much scripting with his death, you know, not only with gematria, but a lot of predictive programming as well. But I'm gonna get into all of that at the end of the video. So make sure you guys watch this entire video, because at the end I'm gonna show you guys all the gematria and all the numbers and all of that. But anyways, let's get into the video. So first thing I want to say is shout out to my girlfriend Mugshot, because she made a video about this 2 months ago, and she exposed Kevin Samuels' new character, which is Tracy McGrady. So if you guys haven't watched this video, go check that out. And I will put a link to this video in the description so you guys can go watch that. But yeah, make sure you guys go subscribe to her channel as well, because she has a lot of good content. And it's crazy because her video on Kevin Samuels made a big impact, because when people found out that Kevin Samuels' character died, you know, everybody was telling me that they remember Devon Sade said he was Tracy McGrady, and all of you guys were asking me to make a video about it. So it's just crazy that she makes this video 2 months ago, and then all of a sudden 2 months later, his character fakes his death. You know, this is not the first time this happens. If you guys remember, when I exposed Shah G for being Pooh Shiesty, you know, a couple months later, they ended up faking his death. So that's how you know that it's true. You know, this whole situation is damage control to her video, because as you guys can see, it is so obvious that Kevin Samuels' other character is Tracy McGrady. You know, they got a very similar head shape. They both got a big forehead, and their nose is very similar. You know. All
right, so I've watched Conscious X's videos before, and I'm still not sold totally on these people playing different roles, okay? Like, they may look alike, but a lot of people look alike. The lips, I see a difference in the lips, okay? The eyes are not the same. The nose are not always the same. I mean, not always the same, not all the way the same. I guess he's talking about his eyes right here. The hairline is not the same. I just don't know, y'all. I don't know. Like, he's definitely on his Carlton shit right here.
No, so there's a lot of similarities between them.
Yeah, there's similarities, but I just feel like there's somebody out there who looks like me. There's probably not only one person, but it's probably several persons. Probably several people who look like me. There's probably several people out there who look like you, right? And just because a person looks like me does not mean that they're me. Let me know in the comment section down below how you guys feel. Am I saying that it's totally impossible for people to be playing the same role, or the whole character thing that Conscious X speaks of in all of his videos? Am I saying that that's 100% impossible? No. I feel like possibilities exist everywhere, okay? So I'm not totally shutting down his idea and what he believes in, but I do want to say that he has not convinced me yet. All right, I'm still waiting on a video to convince me that this person is actually this person, okay? That Tracy McGrady is Kevin Samuels, or this person is that person, you know, just because they have similarities in what they look like. But let me know how y'all feel. You know?
Because Tracy McGrady has these very distinct eyes that are very unique and not a lot of people have. You know, they creep me out, to be honest, because they're always moving around. But
it's called cross-eyed, okay?
You know, I feel like that's why Kevin Samuels wears glasses a lot, because it kind of hides his eyes and you can't really see his eyes that much. And also, glasses are a big disguise. You know, something as simple as putting on glasses will really change how you look. And Kevin Samuels has a mugshot, which is one of the few pictures that I was able to find of him without glasses, because I guess they don't allow.
But look at the lips, my guy. Like, the lips is totally different. Like, look, the lips are different, the chin is different, like the facial structure, the head is different, like the hairline is different. And I'm pretty sure, you know, they can make little enhancements here and there. All I'm saying is they don't look exactly alike. They might look similar, but hell, Uncle Joe, who's still a hoe, might look like, you know what I'm saying, Wilbur or Jerry up the street too. So just because two people look alike, you just got to give me more than that. Give me more than that.
Allow you to wear glasses on your mugshot. And I don't know why he even has a mugshot. You know, for some reason, almost every celebrity has a mugshot. And it all seems to be promotion because a lot of celebrities get famous when they go to jail or whatever. But yeah, the mugshot really gave it away because he doesn't have glasses on. So you can really see that he has those same exact eyes as Tracy McGrady. And here's another picture I was able to find of him without glasses. But yeah, these are the only two pictures I was able to find of him without glasses. So that's kind of weird that 99% of his pictures he has glasses on. You know, so it's like he's trying to hide himself a lot. You know, even though it's just glasses, it really is a big disguise because it really throws off a lot of people. Alright, so now let's get into some connections with them. So the first thing I noticed was Kevin and Tracy are both 5 letters, as you guys can see right here. And then Samuels and McGrady are both 7 letters. So that's a very interesting connection. You know, this could just be a coincidence.
Could be.
But
right.
The fact that their first names both are 5 letters and then their second names are both 7 letters, you know, that's very interesting that both of these characters would have the exact same amount of letters in their name. And then another interesting connection here is that Tracy McGrady has this Isaiah 54:17 tattoo. I believe that's what that says. I can't really see it because it's kind of blurry. You know, it's a really weird tattoo, but one thing that stood out to me was that Bible verse. Because I'm not sure if Tracy McGrady is Christian or not, but I assume he is because of this tattoo right here. And the connection with that is Kevin Samuels' religion is listed as Christianity. And once again, you know, this could just be a minor coincidence.
Yeah.
But you're going to see with all these other connections that I found that none of this is a coincidence. So here he is doing the prayer hands. And
so thus far, guys, let me know in the comment section down below. Do you believe that Kevin Samuels is actually Tracy McGrady? Let me know in the comment section down below. Now, I personally believe something crazy happened with his death. I totally believe that there was foul play. I totally believe that it was some setup shit, some other shit. It may have even been a staged death. I don't know, but I'm not completely sold on Kevin Samuels being Tracy McGrady. Let me know how y'all feel.
And this is actually Masonic symbolism, as you guys can see right here. So a lot of them try to get away with it by...
And I want to tell you guys, man, because I've seen, like, I've explained, like, hand gestures and, you know, symbolism and the intention and meaning behind it. Do you guys not see, like, some of these hand gestures? Some of these hand gestures are things that you do without even knowing that you're doing them. Just because somebody does prayer hands or something like that does not mean that they are with the devil or with Satan or in the Illuminati, okay? They could be doing prayer hands because they're praying to God, or it could be a positive intention behind it. So, guys, you have to know, even the swastika, okay? A symbol like the swastika, that it symbolizes, when everybody thinks of the swastika, we go, okay, racism, white supremacy, white power. That's what we think of when you look at the swastika. But there's also positive meanings of the swastika. So yes, there is double meanings. It's not just one-sided. Just like life is not one-sided. It's not always up. It's not always down. You don't always feel love. You don't always feel fear. Okay? So you just have to know that, y'all.
Here. So a lot of them try to get away with it by saying they're Christian and they're praying and stuff like that. You know, like Tupac's most famous picture where he has the prayer hands like that. You know, they do that because it's Freemason symbolism. And here's another Masonic hand gesture. And I have a whole...
Okay, I do this shit all the time, all right? Doesn't mean I'm a Mason. So guys, you have to realize that just because some people do this stuff does not mean that they are a Mason. Now, Kevin Samuels being tied into the industry the way he was, I could believe that he was probably into some other shit.
Video exposing all of the Freemason hand gestures and symbolism. So
I will put a link
to that at the end of the video for those that haven't seen it. You know, it's like a whole hour and a half breakdown of all the Freemason symbolism, and I exposed pretty much every major spiritual YouTuber in that video. So that was a really big video. Make sure you guys go check that out. It's basically a documentary. But anyways, right here he's doing symbolism again. So I just really want to point out all of the Masonic symbolism that him and Tracy McGrady do, because he does this one the most. You know, in every single video, he always does this when he talks. And there's a lot of celebrities that do that one when they talk, and it's not a coincidence.
I do notice that he does this a lot.
Everything they do is on purpose, and it's for a reason. And then here's a picture of him sitting down, and he's doing some symbolism right here. And here's another one that he does a lot, and a lot of people let this one slide for some reason.
Well, they let it slide because you're taught, well, I was taught, okay, and you'll see a lot of videos and a lot of teachings that putting your hands in this position makes you feel more confident, okay? And it makes others perceive you as more confident as well, especially in a business setting. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have heard of that before, but that's probably why they let it slide. Like I said, man, if you get too wrapped up in these gestures, you will not know your left hand from your right. You won't, because you will be totally confused on, you know, should I not be doing this? No, it's a natural thing to do. You have to know that all of these symbols can symbolize something positive or negative. It can symbolize that they're down with Illuminati, baby. And it could be symbolism of that's just their mannerisms, okay? Or they are trying to appear confident, or, you know, whatever the case may be, guys. So you can't read too much into these signs. But I get it, okay? In the case of Kevin Samuels, he's probably using it for another purpose. But anyway.
But I always notice when celebrities do it. And right here, he's really doing it in plain sight. Like this one, there's no excuse that you can give as to why he took a picture like this. You know, it's not like he was talking or anything.
That nigga said there's no excuse.
Like this for the picture. So symbolism is very important. That's why I recommend you guys watch my video about it. Because if you know symbolism, you'll be able to see the deception in plain sight. You know, you're gonna see it in your everyday life. You know, every single celebrity and major companies have symbolism. So
that is
it's
true,
really
though.
good to know about it.
That's true.
So that you won't be deceived. And Divine Sade also has a really good video about symbolism too. So make sure you guys go check that out. Alright, so now let's get into Tracy McGrady's symbolism, because he always sticks his tongue out like this. And it's not a coincidence. You know, especially right here, he's really sticking it out. And that is a reference to Kali. You know, she always had her tongue out like this. So whenever you see celebrities doing that, you know, it's a reference to Kali. And in the future, I do plan on making a video exposing all the gods that people worship and stuff like that, because all of those idols are very evil. And, you know, I'll break that down in a whole nother video. But anyways, right here, Tracy McGrady is doing some symbolism again. Alright, so now let's get into the scripting and predictive programming of Kevin Samuels' fake death. So first thing I do want to say is the predictive programming with his death was just the fact that a lot of people do not like him. You know, a lot of people were actually celebrating when he died. And a lot of people are happy that he died, because he's a very controversial person. You know, he has some strong opinions about relationships and stuff like that. And a lot of people get offended by that. You know, me personally,
I'd rather have somebody who stands for fucking something, all right? Now, I know a lot of people in the comment section down below is gonna be like, he wasn't doing shit for the black community. He was shitting on black women, blah, 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 blah. One thing you can't say, that he wasn't standing in what he believed in. Whether it was against my beliefs or not, I feel like that's the most triggering thing, is because it's not your beliefs. So since it goes against your beliefs, or maybe you might feel triggered about something that he said, or maybe you might feel that something is truthful about what he said, but you feel like he delivered it in the incorrect way. That's why a lot of people are upset, okay? But at the end of the day, that man stood for what he believed in, okay? Whether you believed in it or not, whether you felt offended or not, he stood up for whatever the fuck he believed in, and he didn't give a damn what you thought about it, and I fuck with him for that, you know? Like, most of the shit that he was talking about didn't apply to me at all, so I really didn't give a fuck. Maybe if it applied to me, then I might have felt some type of way. I might have felt triggered or whatever the case may be, but most of the time I just sit there and laugh at his ass, because some of the shit that he says, like some of his approaches be so fucking off the wall. You just be like, I cannot believe this nigga just said this shit to this lady, you know? So it is what it is, man. People are gonna feel how they feel about Kevin Samuels. At the end of the day, that man has a family, okay? That man has people that truly cared about him and who was in his life and loved him, mourning over him, you know? And I'm not trying to say, oh, you need to just say, oh, I love you, Kevin Samuels, you did great things, but to bash him in his death, to make, you know, to say that maybe he deserved it or it was his karma after his death, that's excessive, y'all. It really is. If you didn't agree with what he did, cool, you know what I'm saying? Let that man just rest in peace. There's no reason to do all that extra, in my opinion.
Personally, I actually agree with some of the stuff he says, but, you know, that's just my opinion. But at the end of the day, you know, whether you love him or hate him, he is still a character that faked his death, and that's just the main point of this video. You know, regardless of what he said, that doesn't really matter. You know, it's just the fact that he's not a real person, and he's here to push an agenda. And he was only here for like a year mainly, and it was all to push an agenda. You know, and a lot of big women are very offended by the stuff he says, and a lot of them were very happy when he died. And that's very disgusting to me, because even though he's a fake person, you know, just the fact that people would wish death on somebody and actually celebrate when somebody dies,
Facts.
you know, you're gonna get karma for that. So that's why they do this stuff. You know, they piss people off purposely and then fake their death. That way people get happy that they died, and subconsciously they're getting karma for that. You know, it's very important to understand the laws of the universe and karma, because it is real. But anyways, that's another topic for another day. I just wanted to break that down because they love doing bad things to celebrities that are very controversial and hated. Like, for example, 6ix9ine is always getting punched in the face and stuff like that, and people love it, you know, and it's very messed up, you know, even though these are not real people, it's just the idea behind it. But anyways, let's get into the gematria with this Kevin Samuels character.
I agree with Conscious X when he says that right there, because it's like, because we're all energy, what we give out into the universe and what we put out into the universe, you're going to get back. So all the people celebrating Kevin Samuels' death, talking shit about him, bashing him and stuff like that in his demise and his death, that's only gonna come back to you tenfold. All right, never forget that we are all energy beings, and the energy that you're creating and sending out into the universe, you're getting back to you. Be careful about that, Joe. Be aware.
Because it's so obvious he faked his death. You know, everything about this was scripted and planned. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is Kevin Samuels equals 43 in the full reduction cipher, and fake death equals 34 in the same cipher. And then Kevin Samuels equals 74, and fake death equals 47 in the reverse full reduction. So that's a big connection, you know, the fact that both of these ciphers match up perfectly. And even the other ciphers, if you add them up and do the numerology, you know, they still have the same outcome. And then also Kevin and fake death both equal 61, and then Kevin equals 74, and fake death equals 47. And a lot of YouTubers fake their death. You know, I made a video about one that faked his death on my Patreon because they removed it from my YouTube channel. So make sure you guys go sub to the Patreon. The link is in the description below. You know, I expose a lot of sensitive death fakers on there because not all of them are allowed on YouTube. And the reason I want to show you guys this is because there's so many YouTubers that are fake, man. Whether they be small or big, you know, you can't really trust most YouTubers because a lot of them do symbolism. So that's how you distinguish whether someone's real or fake. You know, if they have symbolism, that's how you can tell that they're fake. But basically, all of the big YouTubers are fake, and they're all just characters like any other celebrity. You know, the reason I don't like them in particular is because they try to be real so bad. And it's the same with like live streamers like iShowSpeed, you know, but I exposed him as well. Make sure you guys go watch that video, by the way. But anyways, death and YouTubers both equal 97 in the reverse ordinal cipher, and then death equals 25 in the reverse full reduction, and YouTubers equals 52. So you reverse the 25, you get 52, and then they both equal 38 as well. Alright, so now let's get even deeper with this. So the main headline in the news right now says, Kevin Samuels, YouTuber with 1.4 million subscribers, has died, his mother says. And you always have to question when they put these numbers out there, especially in the headlines. You know, it's always a gematria connection behind it. You know, why did they have to mention his subscriber count? You know, it's because it's a number, and everything they do is by the numbers. And this also goes to show that their subscribers are fake. You know, I always bring this up, but when King Von faked his death, he had like 666,000 subs. So that's how you know that their numbers are fake. And the reason why this 1.4 million sub count in particular is important, because dead equals 14.
I will say to that, several artists have talked about, like, if you're down with the Illuminati, the numbers will be on your side. The media companies are going to make sure that you have 1 million views or 1 million streams. All right, they're able to boost that for you. So a lot of that shit is artificial. A lot of those views are artificial. They can make anybody a celebrity overnight. It's just depending on what you're willing to do to become a celebrity overnight. You know, a lot of these people want instant gratification. I've talked about this over and over and over again. A lot of people don't want to put in the work. They don't want to fucking grind. They don't want to fucking work on their mental state to be able to create something through visualization, okay? And through positive emotion, through gratitude for having those things before you even get them in your life, all right? People don't want to go through that. They want instant gratification, especially nowadays. They want to be a celebrity overnight, all right? And you can do that. It's going to come with a price, though. You have to know that. And I don't think, well, I know that nobody can afford the price of fame. all right? Most of the time it ends with death.
So do you guys think that's a coincidence that he died with 1.4 million subs, which is basically 14, and dead equals 14 twice? So that's a major connection right there. And now I want to talk about his birthday, because for some reason a lot of YouTube channels and articles are saying that he was 56, but he was actually 57. And
I've seen 51, 56, 57. Like, bitch, what age was he really?
This is important because 57 is a big number that they use with his character's fake death. So just to show you guys that he was 57, you know, his date of birth says right here that he was born March 13, 1965. And when you subtract 1965 from 2022, you get 57. So even though 56 does have a lot of connections as well, because Dr. Kevin Samuels equals 56 in Gematria, so that's why they use both numbers, because both of them match up with something. But I just wanted to say that he's actually 57. So, you know, a lot of YouTube channels and stuff are actually spreading misinformation by saying he's 56. But anyways, Kevin Samuels died at 57, right? And they were saying that he died of cardiac arrest, which just so happens to equal 57 in Gematria. So that's how scripted this character's death is, and that's why I wanted to break it down, because there's so many connections with this, man. Like, what are the chances that he fakes his death at 57 and cardiac arrest equals 57? And right here it says that unverified reports shared on social media claim the YouTuber died after suffering a cardiac arrest. And that's another thing that was weird with this scenario, was it was all a rumor when he first faked his death. You know, for some reason it was just a rumor that people were talking about. And then hours later they actually verified and said that it was real. So I find that weird that it took so long to confirm that he actually died.
And a lot of these times with these celebrities, how many times have we seen a rumor come out about a celebrity being dead and they were alive and well, you know? Then we've seen celebrities with death rumors, and then maybe a month later they die. Very interesting.
That's how I know it was fake, because if it was real, you would know right away. And then to prove even further that his other character is Tracy McGrady is the fact that even Tracy McGrady equals 57. So
I don't know much about Gematria, and I'm not gonna act like I know, but let me know in the comment section down below if you actually have worked with Gematria before and you know about Gematria. Let me know how you guys feel about what Conscious X is saying in this video right now, man. Let me know.
Kevin Samuels fakes his death at 57, and he died of cardiac arrest supposedly, which equals 57. And then Tracy McGrady equals 57. So all of this is scripted, man, and it's crazy how all of it connects like this. And also Tracy McGrady equals 69, and cardiac arrest equals 96 in the same cipher. So you flip the 69, you get 96. And then Tracy McGrady equals 138, and death equals 38 in the same cipher. So this is just more proof that Tracy and his other character are associated with death a lot. And now I want to talk about this article, because a lot of articles are saying that a person called Grady actually helped Kevin Samuels to the hospital. And I find that very interesting, because his other character is Tracy McGrady.
That is interesting.
Now, I'm not saying that Tracy McGrady was the one that arrived and took him to the hospital, because it wasn't him. But just the fact that a person called Grady was the one that took him to the hospital, you know, it's all scripted and it's all planned. And they're putting it right in our face that his other character is Tracy McGrady. So I'm gonna just read this for you guys, because everything about his death is just so fake and it doesn't make sense to me. So it says Samuels was with a woman when he started to complain about having chest pains. The woman came to his apartment and spent the night with him. He collapsed on top of her while she was attempting to help with his pain. So he literally died on top of this woman. You know, and all of this just seems very fake. You know, what are the chances of that? You know, it just sounds so funny to me. And then right here it says, the report says the woman requested the operator to contact the front desk for a defibrillator to keep Mr. Samuels responsive until Grady arrived, because she is a nurse. So I guess the woman that Kevin Samuels died on top of was a nurse, and she was trying to keep him alive until Grady arrived. And then it says the Atlanta Police Department has confirmed the identity of the man transported to Piedmont Hospital by Grady bus was Kevin Samuels. So don't you guys think it's just so interesting that the person that transported him was Grady? You know, it's just, the truth is always in plain sight.
That is crazy.
And yeah, man, it's so obvious that Tracy McGrady is Kevin Samuels' younger character. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to... I
don't know. I still don't understand how the character shit works. Conscious X, we need a breakdown of, like, what do you mean when you say this character plays that character, and, like, you know, how, like, the lips cannot be the same. Are you saying, like, they're getting, like, constructive surgery? Are you saying, like, they got makeup on? Like, what are you... Like, I still don't understand all the way what you mean when you say character, you know, like, because they obviously don't look identical. So, and then you say he's playing the younger character, the older character, like, I just don't get it. So if y'all can help me get it in the comment section down below, let me know. Conscious X, if you're watching this video, maybe you already have a video breaking down like what you mean when you say this character is that character, and as far as the do they get cosmetic surgery, like do they do, I've heard you talk about the mask before, you saying all of these people wear masks and stuff like that. I don't know, guys, I really don't know, but let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that Kevin Samuels is still alive and he is Tracy McGrady and all this shit was staged? Let me know in the comment section down below, man. You know, for the Illuminati and the powers that be, this world is a stage, all right? And they are definitely pulling the strings and telling us what they want us to hear and not the truth, okay? You're not gonna get the truth from the media. So you have to kind of try to connect the dots by yourself and go with your own intuition. But let me know how y'all feel in the comment section down below. My battery's dying. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend, tell they ain't your mama, tell their Uncle Joey still. Oh, I will see you guys in the next mother friggin' video. I love y'all, man. Peace. We out, baby.